Let's talk about the feeling of wasting your life. It's not a loud, dramatic event. It's a quiet, creeping realization. It's the feeling of being on autopilot, of living the same day over and over, just with different names. It's looking in the mirror and not quite recognizing the person staring back, wondering when they stopped making active choices and started just accepting. It's the quiet, hollow ache of unlived potential. You feel like a passenger in your own life, watching the scenery go by, wondering who's driving and when you're going to get to the destination you actually wanted. This feeling has a name. We often call it the Sunday scaries, that feeling of dread that starts to build on a Sunday afternoon. That's not just about not wanting to go to work. That is your soul's check engine light. It's a warning signal from the deepest part of you, telling you that the life you are living and the life that you are meant to live are dangerously misaligned. And when we feel this, what do? We misdiagnose the problem. We think we need more motivation. We think we need a new goal, a new diet, a new 5-year plan. We try to solve a deep internal spiritual problem with a shallow external fix, and it has never, ever worked. Today, we're going to talk about why and what to do instead. The reason everything you've tried has failed is because you've been playing the wrong game. You've been playing the goal-setting game. The world teaches us to set outcome-based goals, lose 20 pounds, get the promotion, write a book. These goals are all about having something in the future, and this strategy is a trap. It creates a state of constant failure until the moment you achieve the goal. Your happiness is always postponed, always just over the horizon. But the deeper, more sinister problem is that it creates a massive conflict with your identity. Let's say your goal is to wake up at 5 a.m., but your current identity is someone who is not a morning person. Every single morning, your alarm goes off and you are thrust into a brutal internal war between the action you want to take and the person you believe you are. Willpower is the energy you burn in that war, and like any war, it is exhausting. You might win a few battles, but eventually you will lose because you cannot consistently act in a way that is incongruent with your own identity. You are trying to staple new leaves onto a dead tree. And that brings us to the single most important idea I can possibly share with you. This is the shift that changes everything. You do not get what you want in life. You get who you are. Stop chasing goals. Start building an identity. Think about the profound difference. A goal is, I want to run a marathon. An identity is, I am a runner. When your goal is to run a marathon, the question every morning is, do I feel motivated enough to go for a run today? The answer is almost always no. But when your identity is a runner, the question fundamentally changes. The question becomes, what does a runner do today? Well, a runner runs. It's what they do. The action is no longer a chore you force yourself to do. It is an expression of who you are. This is the secret to making hard things feel effortless. And the process for making this shift is what I call the identity shifting protocol. It is a simple 3-step process to rebuild yourself from the inside out. The first step is the declaration. You cannot become what you cannot define. You need to get obsessively clear about the person you want to become. I want you to take out a piece of paper and write in the present tense a description of this future self. And I don't want a vague description. I want you to answer these questions. Who is this person? What do they value more than anything? How do they handle fear and uncertainty? What does their average Tuesday look like from the moment they wake up to the moment they go to sleep? This document is not a wish list. It is the blueprint for your new identity. The second step of the protocol is the audit. A caterpillar cannot become a butterfly without first shedding its old form. You cannot become your future self while still clinging to the baggage of your past self. This step is about strategic subtraction. You need to audit your life and consciously decide what you need to let go of. Look at your habits. Which daily actions are reinforcing the person you no longer want to be? Look at your environment. What in your home or office triggers your worst impulses? Look at your obligations. What are you saying yes to that your future self would say a firm no to? You have to be a ruthless editor of your own life to create the empty space for the new you to emerge. And the third and most important step is the evidence. An identity is not built with thoughts, it is built with proof. Your brain is a wonderfully logical machine, but it is skeptical. It doesn't believe your declarations, it believes your actions. So your job every single day is to collect evidence. Every action you take is a vote for the person you want to become. Drinking water instead of soda is a vote for I am a healthy person. Writing one paragraph is a vote for I am a writer. Meditating for 1 minute is a vote for I am a calm and centered person. The key here is to start with what I call pathetically small wins. Actions so small that they are laughable, so small that your brain can't possibly find an excuse to say no. A writer writes 1 sentence. A healthy person does 1 push-up. These votes are not about making progress, they are about casting the ballot. They are about proving to yourself with undeniable action who you are becoming. Now, I need to be honest with you. When you first start this process, it will feel like you are faking it. The old you will scream at you. Who do you think you are? You're not a writer. You're an imposter. This is normal. This is the old you fighting for its life. I want you to reframe this. At first, you are acting as if. You are acting as if you are that person. But with enough evidence, with enough votes cast day after day, a magical shift occurs. You stop acting as if, and you are simply acting. The persona becomes the person. This is the way. This is how you stop wasting your life. You stop trying to staple new goals and resolutions onto an identity that cannot support them. You go deeper. You build a new identity from the ground up, and the achievements you once chased become the inevitable, effortless byproducts of the person you have become. Your life is not something that happens to you. It is a structure that you build. 1 choice, 1 action, 1 vote at a time. So let's start building right now. In the comments below, I want you to take the very first step of the protocol. I want you to declare it. Tell me 1 identity you are starting to build today. If this gave you a new path forward, a like and subscribe would be incredible. Now go out there and forge your path.